Okay, so I'm heading to New York City this weekend and I thought it'd be a great idea to show you guys what's inside my camera bag. What are the accessories and stuff that I carry with me? Now, let me preface by saying that I am not getting paid by any of these companies to showcase any of their products. In fact, there are no sponsors in this video. If you guys want to help and support the channel, I've created some merchandise. There will be a link down below in the description if you guys want to pick up a shirt like this. These are limited. They will be out very soon, so you can help support the channel this way. So anyway, with that out of the way, had to get that out of the way because I get to get excited with some of this stuff. I don't want people to think that I'm getting paid by them. Let's go ahead and begin. All right, so let's start off with the case itself. This is from SKB. There's actually a backpack inside. This thing is waterproof. It is built like a tank. Have you guys heard of Pelican cases? This is very similar, but to me, this is like the Cadillac version of that, just because it has so many cool things inside, which I'm going to show you guys in a second. So let me give you a quick tour around the case. So a couple of stickers of just companies that I appreciate or like. So that's just more to personalize my case. It has this little nice handle and also another handle so you can wheel this around. You also have a place where you can lock all of your stuff. So for example, if you want to take this inside a plane and you want to put it underneath, you can buy some locks and it'll keep it secure. However, this actually does fit as a carry-on item, which is typically what I do. I will not leave my case so that somebody can take it. This is something that I just take with me on the go, so that is actually really nice. And like I said, it's built like a tank, so you're not gonna break anything inside. So let's go ahead and go inside. You'll see there is a backpack that I can take with me, and I'll show you guys in a second how all of this works. So basically, when I travel, I usually have two ways. One of them is my lightweight travel, which is I only take my backpack. That's it. I don't take this case with me. If I'm gonna be there for a little bit longer and I need to take more stuff, then I carry my case. Also depends where I go to. So let me show you my methodology on how I have everything organized. This is typically stuff that I wanna leave here. For example, I have a 13-inch MacBook that I usually carry with me. So this is stuff that I don't wanna carry or take with me whenever I go filming, so this stays in the hotel room. So typically all of this stuff, like I have a couple of power banks and just like the SD card reader. This is stuff that I don't need to take with me. But if I do need to take it with me for whatever reason, all of this will actually fit inside. And I tend to leave a couple of things in here empty just for that. So anyway, we're in the hotel, we're done. We leave this, lock it up, nobody can get into it. We are safe. So now what I do is, for example, if I want to take my laptop with me, let's say I'm going to a coffee shop, I'm going to be doing some video editing. There's a slot, and both of them fit a 15-inch laptop. I can put my laptop inside. There's a lot of stuff in here, or a lot of slots in here, where I can just carry things. So right now it's a little empty because a lot of the stuff that I'm using, like monitors and stuff like that, I'm currently using right now. So it is currently empty. Up above is a slot where I typically carry some bubble gum. And then I usually put my lens cap in here. So whenever I go filming, I have a habit of putting my lens cap in my pocket. I don't know if you guys do the same thing too, but I tend to now create a new habit of putting all of my lens cap up above. So now I'll show you guys. In here, this is gonna look very similar to that case. It has this think tank up above, which looks very similar. You guys saw it in the case. So anything I need to travel or bring over, it fits perfectly fine. Also, there are times where I don't want to take that case. Like if I'm doing a short trip, I just want to take my backpack. That's where this comes in handy. So this is kind of like a mirror replica of that. So usually in this trip to New York, what I'm going to take with me is my Canon EOS R. This is going to be my go-to camera. So I'm going to set this aside. In terms of glass, there's 3 glass that I always carry with me. 24-70 is a must. The versatility on this is just amazing. I also carry my Sigma 18-35, which currently is being used right now by the C200. Typically it lives here. This is just a placeholder. So I just have this one just so you guys can see. I have this 100mm macro. I don't typically carry this even though this thing is amazing. It's actually on sale as of filming this video. Definitely pick this up. This thing is awesome. Here's another must-have lens that I never leave home without, is my Helios lens. I did a video on it. Check that video out. This thing is a must-have. Now, I sometimes carry my A7 III now with the EOS R. This is like my go-to camera now, but I do have a slot for it here where I can actually fit the A7 III. I'm currently testing out this microphone. It's on the larger side. Typically, my microphone's like this big, so I can fit the body here. This is from Deity microphones, so I'm testing this out, seeing how that goes. And then over here I have my MC11 Sigma adapter just because I can mount all of these Canon lenses to my A7 III. And then over here I have my Joby Gorillapod, which I use as a little mini tripod, and a slider. Always need a slider. Still my favorite slider, even though I did break it, but I ended up getting a new one. So now let me give you a quick tour around the bag. So on this side you have room for a water bottle, and then there's a lot of places where you can hang things. So if you have like a clip or a carabiner, you can clip things on almost everywhere. So you can see here, here, it's really nice. And then let's go ahead and sling this over and I'll show you guys. I have this thing, or this thing actually adjusts, which not a lot of backpacks do. Like my other Sony one was fixed. I like that. So if you're gonna use the chest strap, it's very convenient. Over here, I have my Peak Designs. If you haven't heard of this thing is amazing. This thing is awesome. So basically, if I want to sling my camera, I just do that. And it also has this little locking mechanism, which camera's not going anywhere. This thing is in there tight. Nobody can just grab and snatch it. And then this is just there. So if I want to, I need to shoot something or film something, boom, ready to go. Now this plate down here also fits this guy, this Joby Gorillapod. So I can quickly transfer from here to this. This takes the exact same plate. So you can see right here, I just have to tighten it up. And then from there, what I can do is take this ball mount out, or ball head, and then grab my slider and then mount this guy right up above here. So I have this thing where I just want to be able to do things quickly and efficiently. This is it. This is like my travel setup. It's very lightweight, it's compact, and it doesn't scream like, hey, I have $10,000 worth of gear in my backpack. It's just very minimal. Now, there's another thing I wanted to show you guys in case you guys wanted to take more stuff, because I did end up getting this. They do sell two versions. Okay, so here's the other version, which I ended up getting because this fits even more stuff. So this will actually also fit in that case too. So this is a little bit larger actually. I can fit a C200, two mirrorless bodies, a couple of lenses, and I'll actually show you. I can't show you right now because I'm using the equipment.
A few moments later.
So I wanted to stop for a second and show you guys how I travel with my C200 and all of the space that I have. So right now I am only using this camera up above. So bear with me because this is what I was using for my A-roll. So this is the C200, and this is a C200 with a full-size cage attached to it. And yes, I will leave a link to this because I know a lot of people are gonna ask me. And this also has the tripod plate even attached to it. So I'll show you guys. And this is the model with the EVF. So there are some C200s that do not come with this, which means you'll have more space. So I'll show you guys really quickly here. If I put this inside, if I didn't have the EVF, I can just take this off and then have more space. So anyway, this is the C200 with the plate, perfectly fine, no issues. And then I also have my side handle here, which fits perfectly fine. And then I am also carrying the Canon EOS R with the adapter. So this fits perfectly fine without any issues. I have the 100mm macro that travels with me. I have the Sigma 18-35 and also the red toolkit, as you saw, very similar to my other setup. And this comes with an EVF, or not EVF, excuse me, a monitor. Aside from the EVF, it comes with a monitor. And then I bought this on Amazon. This is a little holder, or a little sleeve, not holder, a little sleeve that protects the monitor so it doesn't get damaged during travel. So I usually put this in here like this. I have another lens. This is the 24-70, or sometimes I carry the 50mm. And then the solid pod, this is my storage. I only need to take this with me, which is great because I can get so many hours of recording time with this. So this goes inside. And that's basically it. This is the inside of the case. And then all the other stuff. Let me just close this up and move this way. So all of the other stuff, for example, the C200 comes with the monitor cables. So I need to take this with me. I also have rails that I need to attach other stuff. So I have that, a couple of other things that the C200 attaches to. So everything fits inside here very nice and snug. And of course, any other little knickknacks that I want to throw in on this side. Stuff like, for example, on the cage, there's other, like the top plate and stuff like that. So all of this stuff fits inside very easily without any issues. And if I want to travel with my backpack, I have all of this, and I still have my backpack that I can take with me too, and I can just travel with both of them as a carry-on item. This fits as a carry-on item, as I said, and also my backpack, I can take that too. Okay, so I have my backpack over here, and then I have this. So once I load up all my gear, I can just do this, transfer it over, put it inside the case, and now we're ready to go. And just boom, C200 is in here. So this is more for a travel setup. This bag inside is more for a stationary setup, somewhere where it's going to live there and that's it, because you can fit more stuff. So I'll leave links to everything I talked about down below in the description, and that's basically my setup. And I love how dynamic it is, and it basically fits my needs depending on what I'm doing. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, give it a thumbs up and let me know what your favorite piece of gear that I have is. Until next time, adios.